So I genuinely wanted to get on here on the web on this segment, this very segment, to just suggest a few principal points and the likes, as far as like, this is a little bit abstract, but you know, it's 3:30 a.m. That puts a guideline for the abstractness and the likes going forward. But it's so true that just imagine, you know, there's nothing, you know, I speak about convention and unconvention sometimes. At the same token, it's so true that there's nothing um, much ingrained in normalcy and the likes, as far as this whole new digital age and likes, as far as it's been a terrible disgrace, this and that and this, right? At the same token, it's so true that you know, this whole speaking through the internet, you know, and you know, technology, it's just all a fascination, and I have a great fascination with it in the likes. And as far as, you know, maybe, you know, I'm not trying to go to Mars in the likes, but at the same token, sometimes there's value in so much of this you know, intrigue, right? I think it's so true. But literally what I wanted to suggest, is gonna be a quick episode, right? So for what it's worth, it's so true. Something that's so admirable and the likes was shared with me. So I'm gonna share another piece of information that I was shared with you. And sometimes the information, although it expands to and disseminates faster than ever before, it gets to a whole different demographics. Sometimes it's got to be translated and transposed to different individuals through different demographics and to different areas and the like. Sometimes that's just the logistics of it, right? If that makes any type of sense. That was a little bit of a vague, opaque type of description and depiction and the likes, but of course it's so true, right? At the same token, what was expressed with me is that, you know, you being here in this literal conversation and the likes, it's so true that, I mean, you yourself might be a real one, right? So to speak, right? Like maybe putting quotations on the likes, as far as someone that's you know, got some room for improvement. Perhaps we all do, right? We're all getting better still. You know, I'm 27, you may be 16, 13, 8 years old, 45, 42, you know, 99 fucking years old. My grandmother is freaking I think it's 100 years old, man. Man, that's incredible, man. What an amazing woman. Oh my gosh, so true. You know, so smart and so with it, and so talented in the legs, right? So for what it's worth, shouts out to her. And I've been meaning to give her a call. I've been hating myself for sounding like that Drake song where it's like, I'm gonna paraphrase this shit, but this is like a really cold song by Drake and the likes, and it's literally the whole idea that you know, what does he suggest? Something like, you know, something about not calling his grandma and just like calling this freak he met at the mall, you know, and just today, you know, I kid, I joke, but you know, the same token, you know, love is good, but of course you gotta give appreciation to the beginning, right? From where you might spawn and the like. So that comes from prospectively, you know, a lineage, right? But be it paternal or maternal. But that's a whole different conversation in the likes. But just a genuine transcript, or a genuine transposed thought that I wanted to suggest is that, you know, make sure you love those that, you know, not everybody lives forever, you know, at the same token. So you got to make sure you value them and all they've done for you and all they may have taught you, and just even if it's only your genetics that you may have received, whether it be of the highest caliber or superior, or even if it's just, you know, just you know, it's just a lot of love to share, right? So I think it's so true. But again, back to this paraphrase I'm going to suggest that was suggested with me, was the whole idea that it's so true that you know, the game is like, I'm gonna kind of like paraphrase this and transpose it to something that's like, you know, like what this was like. He had a great illustration. It was like amazing, right? Like literally, you know, for what it was. But the thought that he was suggesting was just this, like the industry. This was some real shit, man. I love it. He literally said the game is infested. You know, like you might be a real one. I'm definitely a real one, right? At the same token, you know, it's so true that the game is infested with like, you know, as he depicted it, fuck boys and maybe like fuck girls and the likes, as far as what it's worth, right? So the same token, that's a concept that's hard to grasp, but I think it's not beyond the scope of this conversation, in the sense that, you know, the game is infested with a lot of you know, it's just not, you know, it's just like, if that's a depiction of anything of any nature, you know, it goes to show that, you know, sometimes, you know, it's not always this and not always that. So that's too vague, and that was the worst description in the world. Am I a terrible lesson planner in the likes? I didn't have any lesson plans. Sometimes I just talk about thoughts that come to my mind at 3:30 in the morning. So that's a little bit abstract, but then again, convention, unconventional. What's so normal about this whole process and me speaking into this microphone and the likes and totally talking to you for the moment and the likes, right? So for what it's worth, I think that's it. I mean, I just want to get on here real quick and you know, obviously, you know, like they say, switch the whip, come back in black on black, you know. No, not to be too millennial on you, man. Not to be too millennial on you. I know this is a time to step your game up in the likes, but of course, just having so much fun. And I was actually gonna have a polar pop before I had this, but then I was like, that's probably a terrible idea because it's literally 3 in the morning, and I do have to get some sleep sometimes. You understand? So, sleep, so imperative. And at the same token, you know, let's talk soon. You know, be safe out here. You got to watch your back because it's so dangerous, man. It's so dangerous for so many, especially once you start expanding your mind. You know, like they've expressed, like it's been expressed. You know, once your eyes get opened to the world, you know, some people are. Let me tell a story. Literally, I've talked to a lot of people like throughout life, right? Different people all the times. I'm never a judgmental character in the likes. I just always learn from everybody, no matter what, if it's what to do, what not to do, or just about their life experiences and the likes, right? So for what it's worth. And literally, what's been suggested and what I learned about was the whole idea that, you know, people totally. You know, sometimes, like the story that I'm trying to allude to is that some people are like have never like really escaped their locality or maybe even their state or the likes, right? So once your eyes get open, this is just one example. Like, you know, I'm gonna float back to the original proposition, right? Some people have never left their state and the like, so that's just like, you know, their eyes are open to beyond their locality, their city, but is open to the state, right? But once their eyes get open to, you know, the neighboring states too, you know, and then also, you know, the other coasts, you know, both bi-coastal and the likes or whatever, right? And then at the same token, maybe one other country, you know, a bordering country and the likes, right? And then you know, so on and so forth, right? So I think that's a really cool expression, a really cool expression. And at the same token, what I was alluding to is that, well, I'm not gonna allude to anything. You just allude to what you want to, but once your eyes get open, you know, it's so true that you know. You know, they don't. It's not so easy to close them again. You know, blows my fucking mind. So be careful out here, and of course, be safe as possible, and of course, watch your back because not all people are real ones and the likes. You know, like you may be for tuning into GabrielGriffin.com where this may be posted, signing up for the email list, the ebook, the free content, the free tidbits, the information, the analysis of deals, big Fortune 500 company deals, and you know, nothing about the whole stock picks or the likes because that's not for any individual in this particular realm to discuss in this situation, right? So at the same token, though, advice where you can make your own decisions because you have a clarity picture of the analysis of a lot of stuff that's going on, and you can also learn about other people's situations moving into different environments and the likes as far as taking that to the next level in your own personal life. So that's the ultimate game, baby. That's the ultimate end game, right? So we'll talk soon. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. And go ahead and tune into my Twitter. I just said some really funny shit. Oh my gosh, so true, so true. So, you know, trying to exercise more. So am I back to the gym tomorrow? It's Friday. You know, I'm back in the gym, baby. You know, and for what it's worth, you know, having more exercise, and I don't go as hard as I once did. You know, it's so true that you know, I just don't have the stamina I once did. But at the same token, sometimes it's just about, you know, just putting in a little bit of effort, right? Just a tidbit of effort if you could, you know, and just try to stay healthful as possible and try to avoid too much stressors and the like. Stress is bad for you. Stress is bad for you. And the same token, be safe out here because it's not all, you know, you know, all you know, this or all that respectively, right? Sometimes there are people that might want to hurt you, you know, so keep it in perspective. And, you know, at the same token, you know, try to respect everybody, but try to, you know, just relax too, you know, as far as, you know, maybe there's a war going on. I don't know, man. I guess there's always a war going on, right? So, and what that alludes to is beyond the scope of this conversation, but it's so maybe pivotal, maybe valuable, but I'll let you soak on that, right? So think. Of course, you know, like I suggested on Twitter, if you check it out, Gabriel Griffin, it's so true beyond the scope of the conversation. I suggested I'm looking a lot like you know, probably both of my grandfathers in the likes, right? For what it's worth. So both stallions, right? So you know, it doesn't fall far from the tree. Although you know, times change all things, right? So and experiences can sometimes change all things too, right? So at the same token, you know, we'll talk soon. Let's talk soon. And at the same token, pleasure's all mine. So pray for me that I stay strong as far as you know, staying safe out here. You know, staying safe as possible. Staying safe as possible. All right. So blessings to you. I haven't been up to too much. Just being healthful as possible. I've been for the last maybe 8 years just working and hitting the gym. You know, not so much of this, and that's not always the best grain of advice and the likes. But you should always implement that. But also got to implement a lot of other structures and the likes as far as you know, enjoying the company of others, as far as where is the fucking opportunity is with the people. And you know, sometimes debt is a powerful thing in the sense that it can build greater profits, greater revenue, greater riches, greater wealth, and when it's not used in the contradictive state of totally being a ball and chain. So that's what I'm gonna leave you on. I was trying to do a short excerpt, but this is a little bit. I'm actually longer than I had supposed, right? So at the same token, let's talk soon. You look good. You look beautiful. Stay safe. You know, do your thing. Let your light shine. You're shining. And sometimes that's mentally. It doesn't have to be in this or that. Sometimes it's good to stay low key for now and totally take it to the next level once you're prepared, right? So, you know, big plays in the works. You know, big plays in the works. So stay safe out here, and of course, like they say, again with my millennials, like I possibly can switch the whip, come back in black on black. So if you catch the drift, you're beyond the scope of this conversation. I fuck with you. I hope you fucks with me. Pleasure. We'll talk soon. Peace. Share. Take this moment to like, share, comment, subscribe. Invite others to the conversation. Subscribe to the channel up here, down here, and more blessings to you. I'm wishing you well. And I think you can do it, especially if you tune into people, positive, progressive messages like mine and others. And of course, you know, realize that you know it's got a lot of potential. You got a lot of potential. You know, and it's mutual, right? So at the same time, let's talk soon. You look good. Stay on your toes. Stay working hard. And that's just words of encouragement. So more where this comes from, and of course subscribe. There's gonna be more and more goodies, free goodies, maybe paid goodies, all the above. So we're just all in this shit to get progressive, you know, as a nation, and like once was suggested, one world. So I was gonna literally not this or that, but you know, it's just one day at a time. So you know, like it's more interconnected than ever before. So sometimes we got to deal with it, use it to our advantage. I mean, you know, slowly make progresses to, you know, keep the playing field as fair as possible, right? So let's talk soon. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon. I'll see you at GabrielGriffin.com. All right? Put in your email. Don't do any of that bullshit. Put in your email. And of course, visit the other platforms too, which are listed on the home page towards the bottom. About 4 firms that are all going to do big things over this next 5, 10, 15, in next 4 centuries. You understand? So at the same token, let's talk soon. Believe in yourself. You can do anything. You know, what starts small today can be mammoth in less than 50 years. It's all a pleasure. So let's talk soon. I salute. All right. Peace.